going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we have been gifted some more new information from the official Marvel's Avengers Twitter account, and it seems like they are being a whole lot more active than they were, of course, before. And if you guys were around on the hype train for, of course, Spider-Man PS4, the way they are acting now is exactly the way Insomniac Games were, where although you may not get like official worldwide, type of announcements, whether it be trailers or whatever, there is always new details dropping on their social media accounts, and this is exactly the steps that they are following. Now, before I kick this video off, we have something very cool to talk about, and that is an in-game type of menu that could possibly look very similar. So what you guys see on screen is actually a little fan-made thumbnail that I found on YouTube. I'll link the actual account in the description below. You can check out that video, but the thumbnail is what was very important here, because what they have done is, of course, create a fan-made in-game menu for this Avengers game, more importantly when it comes down to upgrading the characters, etc. Now, if any of you have played Injustice, of course you would instantly know, hey, this is the exact type of menu that you go into. Here is an actual menu of a character in the game, in this case Batman. And then, of course, this was essentially their little miniature update, but I wanted to showcase it because although it may not be the greatest, edit of all, of course, because you can still see the Batman head, etc. And of course, we're talking about Gotham, etc. And it literally says Batman head. Besides all of that stuff, having something like this got me thinking that if there was a menu similar to how Injustice, of course, is, that it could work very well. Now, when I say this and why I say it's important, because of course, if you never played Injustice game as well, as you see in the picture in the left sort of column, you got your head, your torso, essentially, arms, legs, belt in this case, etc. And depending on the character, that will of course vary. But knowing that we can upgrade certain parts of a character in this game, having a little menu like this would be very realistic. And also, like we've seen, of course, in the little trailers, especially the other day, where there was essentially like a little round of 360 view of the character, and how there was a lot of speculation on how you can customize a character and then go into like a little cinematic mode and turn around the character and see how it looks. I think something like this would work very well. And of course, the menu itself looks realistic, it looks like it fits well, but I want you guys to get in the comment section below and let me know. Again, not exactly the same like this, but more or less just the same type of layout, I guess. But again, you guys get in the comment section below and let me know. Now, over into the actual news, okay, that we have been waiting for. Marvel's Avengers on Twitter posted the following: in addition to each superhero's unique combat style and an in-depth combo system, Marvel's Avengers features special attacks called heroics. Now, they then of course attach this little gif towards it, which is Captain America doing essentially his little heroic special attack, which is smashing down his shield and everyone just being blown out the way. It does look very cool. And then they done a thread, so I'll show it to you guys on screen, and then of course you can see exactly what I'm talking about as well. So to begin with, each Avenger has 3 heroics. You got Support, Assault, and Ultimate that operate on a cooldown timer. Then there's a read below for details on Cap's heroics, and yes, we've included some epic shield throwing. Support heroic benefit the player and the team. Captain America's support heroic causes all targets hit by the captain to become marked as priority targets for the entire team. Now, heroes who attack his marked targets actually benefit from increased damage / health recognition, and again, sorry, not recognition, regeneration. And again, I don't know if this is going to be, linking to an XP type of thing, etc. But they continue to add that Captain America throws his shield with a devastating force when the player activates his assault heroic, automatically seeking out up to top 5 targets. Cap's shield will, riot quickly between enemies and cause a significant amount of stun and attack damage on every hit. Activating the ultimate heroic, Brooklyn Brawl, will slam his shield into the ground, causing a massive vibranium shockwave, sending most enemies flying. For a short duration after activation, Captain America's attack damage, impact, and defense will be greatly increased. Heroic attacks, like many aspects of each heroic unique's playstyle, can also be tweaked, specialized, and improved through a robust gear and skill progression system that allows players the opportunity to make every hero their own. Now, this is very, very good news, and I love the fact that we're getting all this new information just dropped to us, so, I guess lightly. Just every other day we're just getting new information, and I think this is going to work very, very well, and I am definitely really excited for this. I want you guys to get in the comment section below and of course let me know, but it then does link to what we was talking about with that, whole Injustice type, of menu and the upgrade system. If you're using heroic stuff and, if you're another player, especially in co-op, and you take down marked enemies, do you get more XP, etc. This is stuff that has not officially been announced, but it's very, very interesting to learn these new details because of course it's not something that we have heard about before. But guys, that is going to wrap up this video. More and more, every type of information that comes out, I definitely have more faith in this game. But guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, if you missed the previous one, go ahead and check it out. We were talking about some very, very interesting things, but I will see you in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.